They all have their own things to it. A lot of them are game objects because I need the alarms. Sorry, I'm rushing through this. Just didn't think this would take so long. Spawns flea. Spawn scorpions. They're all worked around for the um wave control and like switching players and all that crap. Wave control, I pretty much showed most of it. Recalling everything, I kind of don't have that in the Wave Manager. I have it in the Game Manager. Let me show you that really quick. Yeah. These pretty much are called when necessary, whenever like mostly for these, whenever like the player dies or you move on to the next, you level up. Like I need to pause when the player dies, or I need to reactivate a bunch of spawners, all that sort of stuff. Player class. This is pretty much where I keep track of all the player stuff. Every time a new game is initialized, I pretty much make all of these because players are game objects. Oops. Have all this data here. Um, Jeez. Oh, right. Changing modes between play and AI. I definitely have a lot of that for the player manager. Okay, here. Look. Okay, so I have these functions here. This one switches from AI to the player. This one switches from this is first player mode, and so if the player runs out of lives, they go to private switch to AI, which goes to here, and pretty much um it saves the position of the current player and its wave number, and then it goes to a method in the game manager called change game mode, and this pretty much changes the scene to either attractor mode or game mode, which is level 1. Um, Otherwise is for 2 player, this the whole purpose is this is to switch between either first player or second player depending on how many lives either of them have. If they both have no lives, it switches to AI. If player 2 has no lives but player 1 has lives, it's still player 1's turn, and pretty much self-explanatory for these here too. Okay, text display. How much more is left? Only a couple more. Um, yeah, uses a flyway pattern of itself. Wait, fuck, no, this is the wave data. Yeah, so here. The sprite sheet pretty much keeps track of all the sprites for the font that I'm using for the game called Crazy Font. I use all this. I should note that I add this specifically to represent the blaster, the amount of lives each have. Otherwise, displays A through Z, 0 through 9, semicolon, and all this stuff, space. Glyphs are important because they pretty much draw the sprite, pretty much. Like, they represent, like, pretty much like text, essentially. And we use that to make the HUD screens. I have specifically 3 different HUD screens. This one's for displaying the score, lives, the high, and the top high score, and player 2. So the way they're displayed depends on the game mode. Like, I'll clear out if I if it's just AI. If the previous game mode was AI, then I'll clear out. I have like a system for this. If it's the current one's AI and the previous one's AI, then player 2 is cleared, then player 1's not clear, and so on. It's kind of self-explanatory if you think about it. Um, this is up to update the first player's stuff. This is for updating the second player stuff and updating the high score part of it. This updates the text. This draws it all. Let me show you the other one I have, the tractor HUD. This displays the high scores. This draws it all. Bonus. This iterates through all the high score stuff and displays it. This displays the high score, just text. Lastly, you got the high score here. So that draws it all out here. Enter your initials, grade score, and this is where you enter the text. I have backspace here for deleting keys. This is basically taken from like game objects. Text entered, pretty much enter in any character, and it'll show up here. Yeah. Sound Manager, absolutely must use a combination of strategy pattern. I already sort of showed that off with the mute button. Instances of strategies once and used. HUD and score managers. These I pretty much just explained them. High score manager, I've already explained. Okay. I am officially late. I think I did a very poor job explaining myself, but I put a lot of fucking effort into this, and I'm honestly really proud with how everything turned out. I plan to work on this in the summer, so even though like a lot of it does look messy, I mean, just look at this. This is fucking cool. So, thank you.